I don't know how to start. I'm really honest with you. I don't know how to start. I want to say so many things. I want to say so many things, but it's here. It's blocked here. I don't know how to start. What do you want me to speak about? That's the biggest robbery I saw in my life. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I am so angry about what happened today. I accept I am a fair play guy. I accept losing. Why not? Losing is part of the game. I'm accept when we receive criticism, when we are playing shit, when we are bad. I accept everything, everything. I accept, I take, I swallow. What do you want me to say? But like that, like this, against Inter, when we are called Juventus, robbery, 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 robbery. All my life, I'm 40 years old. All my life, I have to swallow and listen to all the mockery from the Inter fans saying that we are stealing for crazy things, unbelievable things. And I have to defend and defend and defend and defend. And then you see something like that. After the performance that we did, okay, we are not able to score. Okay, if there is one thing that I want to blame, is the fact that we are not able to score. And that we take it. We have to say it's true. We didn't score. But guys, the world of football, they can't just go next to what happened today. They can't go next to what happened today. It's impossible. It is impossible. It is impossible. We'll go to all these kind of things. There was a penalty of Zakaria. Of course there was a penalty. I saw the images, guys. I saw the images. Of course there was a penalty on Zakaria. There was a penalty on Zakaria. There were so many disaster things. Lautaro, I don't understand why he's still there. Look at the penalty. You want to see the penalty on Zakaria? Look. There is the penalty on Zakaria. On his foot. On his foot in the box. That's a penalty. And that's not even the worst what happened today. Thank you for the donation, Mr. X. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for subscribing to extending the membership. Ron, who's saying bad luck, bad referee, and I am in a bad mood. I totally understand. Thank you for the membership, Ron. I am pissed off. I am disgusting of what happened today, my friends. This is disgusting. This is just disgusting. This is daylight robbery. Daylight robbery. I don't like to take excuses because of referees and so on and so on. But today, what do you want me to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Why we lost the game? Yes, we didn't score. Yes, Juventus was not able to score after all the attempts that we had. How many? How many attempts? Guys, sorry, my computer crashed and I don't even have prepared everything. But 15 shots from Juve, 4 on goal. We had to be more precise. We had to be more precise. On these 4, you have to add one woodwork, one post. After Zakaria, that ball didn't want to enter. And yes, there we can be pissed off. There we can be pissed off on ourselves because we are not able to score. I agree. But today, Rabiot is doing the game of his life. The best game of Rabiot since he's at Juventus. It's not enough. It's not enough. Why? Because it has been ruined by Mr. Referee Irati. Irati, a shame for the world of football. A shame. And it started immediately after, first of all, the big fall that he's doing on Locatelli. He's breaking his head. And he received only a yellow card. Okay, why not? A few moments later, he's doing it on purpose, the disgusting player that he is. Because he is a disgusting player. He's leaving his left foot on Chiellini. He's not even receiving a yellow card. Disaster. He should have been out. And then, do we want to speak about that penalty? That penalty that I still don't understand. Why? Why are you giving a penalty? Going to VR because of Dumfries. And if you give that penalty, okay. And then you continue. Chesney is doing again a save. There are a lot of pushes there. They are asking to repeat the penalty. Boo, boo, boo. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand. But every single foul, how many falls from the Inter player on Juventus were just letting go without any problem by the referee? Guys, today I saw not unlucky, some things were unlucky, but today I saw a disgusting manipulation again to make sure that Juventus doesn't want that Scudetto. Again, thank you for the donation, Muser. Again, a manipulation to make sure that Juventus they don't dream about the Scudetto. That's what I saw today, clearly. More clear than that, I don't know. More clear than that, I don't know. How can we speak? How can we speak? What can we analyze today? What can we blame to the players? Tell me what you want to blame. Yeah, and here we have the football kit, and that's the problem. Juventus talking about referee. That's the referee. Look, the comments that we receive on the channel. How can you even dare to come on this channel and speaking about these kind of things? How can you? Because that's the thing that I am upset. Because I'm 40 and I'm following football since 30 years, even more. 32 years I'm following football. And all my life I have been accused by falsity, by other teams that are speaking bad about Juventus, while there is absolutely nothing. And we have to take it and swallow it. And why are we closing our eyes? Because we are winning. And when we win, we say it's okay, it's fine. But what happened today? In the light of everyone, what happened today after Juventus? And if you tell me we are doing 0-0, I'm blaming the team because you are not scoring. But losing 1-0, disgusting. Injustice. I don't know how to explain that game. I don't know how to find a way to explain. Calciopoli, yeah, I made a video about that, about Calciopoli. If the Ligt created the cleared the ball, then it would make sense to repeat it. No, there was not even a penalty. Mamma mia, disaster. Guys, this will be probably my my worst video ever on the channel because I don't know what to say. Don't worry, Beppe. Gravina is taking care of Italian football. Of course. And then you are blaming why we are thinking about going to Super League and these kind of things. Of course, they are making me sick. Of course. And then they are celebrating, huh? Then they are celebrating. I want to break everything. I don't know if I have to cry. I don't know. I have to be angry and break everything. I don't know. I don't know what I have to do. What do I have to do? Break everything, or do I need to cry on the channel? I don't even want to go to the stats because it will make me really even angrier. So tell me, I will try to answer. I will try my best, guys. I will try my best. I can't promise, but I will try my best. If anything, this shows that Allegri can play football with this team, but he has chosen not to. There was a lot of questionable discussion from the referee. He was really bad. But we will speak about Allegri, of course. And Thomas, how can Serie A stay silent about these things? Aren't other teams afraid of getting robbed too? That's the problem. I don't know. Zenit, I saw a message from Zenit, but it disappeared. Let me try to find the comment from Zenit back because here it didn't pop up yet. Okay, I understand here. Here is the comment from Zenit. Zenit said, I usually never blame the ref, but today it's the first time in years that I will. I'm not even mad at the players or coach tonight. Gave it their all. But I agree 100% with Zenit. I agree with Zenit. I want to blame the players. What do you want to blame Massimiliano Allegri today. We did the perfect game, then we were not able to score. But if Zakaria scored that goal, if Chiellini is touching that ball before he's going to the woodwork, we are speaking about something else today. That's what we are speaking about, something else. Matt Molana is saying, I'm ashamed of supporting such a corrupt league. It is corrupt. It is corrupt. What do you want me to tell? It is corrupt. I say it since years. Then they're telling me, Pepe, why are you not supporting? Why are you not supporting the other teams in Italy? That's why I'm not supporting the other teams in Italy. Because they are treating us like shit. They are still continuing to say, but Juventus, they stole their robbery. Robbery, my ass. My ass. I will try to come back to all the comments that you are writing, guys, and to answer them. Because I see a lot of people are writing and I will read it. But first, let me try. I will try, guys, to open it, because I said on top of that also my computer crashed while I was live. I'm pissed off. But guys, what do you want me to tell? Look at that. That's a penalty. It's not even that, but here, a penalty, another penalty that was not given. Here, look at that. Here, no penalty. Guys, what do you want to speak about? What do you want to speak about? What do you want to speak about, guys? How do you want us to be correct here? Disaster. What do you want me to say? Disaster. 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 MLG, I temper Chiellini got a red card for the same foul that happened on the league. Unbelievable. I know it was soft, but come on, we got screwed. The game was on the same foul. I agree. Mista, we shouldn't score even if they gave us 90 more minutes more. Probably not, but then it finished 0-0. Probably the best game of the season, yes, but we lose, still losing, same as Villarreal. First time in my 27 years as a fan, I need a break. Jay, it's been a pleasure. See you next season, cause I can't take it no more. Forza Juve. Ciao, Softitch, I understand. But this time we can't blame Juventus. We can't. How can you blame Juventus? You can't today. You can't. We will go. Let me take my my head, my energy, and then we will go to analyze of what we saw today in terms of football and the good and the positive things that we can take from today. But today I'm angry. After all, I'm happy with our players, the coaching staff, and also the supporter. Great atmosphere. Everything was perfect because, but someone had to ruin it. Someone. You need to punch the referee. Losing like this is just devastating on a personal level. It makes me doubt hard work and going fair in life. The players and Allegri did fought hard, but the injustice was what we saw tonight. Unspeakable. Scandaloso. Beside referee, we did the same mistake as Villarreal. Yes, but Villarreal, you are making that fall. There is a penalty, clear penalty, and you don't score, you take it, you swallow it. And then the other goals, they come one after the other because you are lost. But here it's something disaster. Thank you for all the donation, guys. I will try to read it one after the other now, and then I will answer everyone. It was unbelievable fixing performance by Irati, totally correct, and the crew amazing. My two boys, Juve fans, don't understand what happened. It's not a sport anymore. But that's the thing. My son is starting to love and to interest himself in football. He was waiting that game since all day. He was waiting for that game, like all of us. And then what is he seeing? That. A game ruined by a referee. And how can I be a perfect father explaining him that in the world you have to be fair, you have to be correct, because when you are a good person, you are recompensated, you are awarded for being good. How can I explain him the values of life after what we saw today? How can I explain him the thing from the life? I don't know. Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Victor, as well. Ciao, Beppe. Disappointing and sad match. Still, please don't pay attention to the trolls and clowns. They just want attention. Yeah, I try to block them. There is something very mean-spirited about this refereeing. Disgusting, guys. It is disgusting, just disgusting. We continue because I tell you, I want to read all of them, even Sylvain, wait, Mark Sylvain, where is Sylvain? Did I miss Sylvain? Victor, I read. Mark, I'll try to read Sylvain in a second. Wait, first there was Abai who said, I saw a great Juve today. We lost because of pure bad luck and because today Inter started with 1 goal and 12 men. The dominating team doesn't always win, but usually does. Let's continue this way. I continue with the comments. Thank you. Abai Mohammad Youssef is saying, ugly game by referee. That was a boxing zone. It was. We can't let other brand us as a referee team when these games recorded. Why not making noise? We have to make noise. We have. This is impossible. Impossible. It's not acceptable what we saw today. Beppe, a lot of details were not okay and incoherent, but what an entertainment that Juventus offered us. Let's check the beautiful things. Yes, but I agree with Sylvain and with the comment, beautiful Juventus that offered us a lot of things. I agree with that. But on the other hand, how can you ask the guys to continue doing these kind of things? How can you ask these kind of things? I don't understand. I can't. I just can't. I just can't because this is a big hit on the mental of the players. A big hit. Thank you, Stefania, for the super chat. So, guys, I want just to explain a bit what happened. I want to explain a bit. Give me a second to explain a bit what happened. I told you, if you were following the channel and watching the morning videos, I told you since a few days, I told you that today Dybala would start. While a lot of experts were telling you, no, he will not, I told you he would start. I was sure about it, and he started. Next to Dybala, I told you one thing. There will be nobody on Brozovic. Why? Because Allegri wants to do something special today. For the first time in Serie A in the season, we want to go for a Juventus that goes and do the game and not adapt to Inter, but we want to do our own game. I told you two things. No one on Brozovic Dybala would start. We started with a 4-2-3-1. A lot of people again were negative and blaming Rabiot. They insulted him today on the day of his birthday. Disgusting. The day of his birthday. The guy is performing the best game of his season. Does that mean that we want to keep Rabiot at Juventus? No. We are speaking about that game. But the game, the guy, he received all the criticism. Today, Juventus start crazy. All power, full power, beautiful football, offensive football. The problem is that we are not scoring. And there is where Juventus needs to grow and to do better, okay? After that, we already saw Inter, they tried every single possible thing to stop the game. They stopped playing. They kept the ball in their half. Juventus was there. They were pushing, but Inter didn't want to play immediately. Am I blaming Inter for that? No, because this is part of the game, but that showed that Juventus was there because they were the strongest team on the field tonight. No discussion about that. Juventus was the strongest. They were doing the best today. The problem in Inter, they didn't want to replicate because they were not strong enough. But today, what happened then was a circus, a disaster. Because the game changed not because of Juventus. The game changed because of Irrati that doesn't put Lautaro in with a red card. No, it doesn't. After the falls, then Locatelli injured. Unfortunately, Zakaria needed a bit of time to enter that really crazy game. And then these kind of penalties. And then not penalty given to Zakaria, and even more the post that we hit and so on. So let me continue to read the comments, and then I want to give you what is actually great, and then yes, I will defend the people that are not happy with Allegri, because that's the problem with the defeat of today. I already see some people that are starting to blame Allegri. I don't know why you blame Allegri today, guys, because we offered what we wanted to see: an attacking football, a propositive football, an offensive football with grinta, with Juventus that didn't give up. So I don't know, but I will try to defend him. And also the project Juve. Ron, thank you for your message. Some positive. The backbone for a bright future is in place. That's what I want to speak about. You anticipated me, Ron. We win with grace. We lose with grace. The future is so bright. We gotta wear shades. The shades are ready. The sunglasses are ready because the future is bright. I agree with Ron. Any post-game comments of Allegri, I will see it because he was pissed off today. Yeah? David, grande David, thank you for the donation, buddy. I have supported Juventus for 26 years and I understand your condition. We played a good game. We believe in the team and look only forward for Ciao Juve. Thank you, David. Thank you for supporting me and understanding that it's hard to comment a game like that. That was pure robbery. Guys, I promise you, I saw a lot. I will tell you a secret. Not a secret. I will tell you an anecdote. I was in 2004 in San Siro to watch Inter Juve that finished 2-2. That was the game in November where we saw later, years later, we saw and we heard the phone calls between the referee and the president of the referees when they were saying, if you doubt, please favor Inter. Guys, I saw so many robberies in my life of Inter, but I'm pissed off because I have to swallow. I have to accept, and today seeing the Inter fans celebrating because of this disgusting thing. Eh, eh. Oh yeah, they will try. They will try. Of course, they are not happy with you. Eh? Ciao Beppe, ciao Stefania. I am so very disgusted today, like all of us. But then, what do you expect from people who buy passports? Look, passport, Recoba. Recoba, he played with a false passport. Are we speaking about the other teams? They changed the rule with Nakata that couldn't play actually versus Juve, and they changed the rule for Roma to let him play. And he scored because normally he couldn't even play. And he scored so many things, guys. To tell us that we rob and we are dishonest pissed me off. And that's what makes me really, really angry today. I'm angry. I am super angry. Thank you, Steve. Juve were screwed by referee, but Juve is still not playing cohesive in the final third. Vlahovic is, it has to be said, and has been bad. His goal versus Villarreal was great, but he has been small in big games. Juve needs to score. Steve, thank you for the donation. You are with me on the Juve channel, and thank you for all your support. Always there. It makes me pissed off during the game when we are speaking bad about our players. Now, Vlahovic, for me, he could do better, yes, but he's 22. He's a young player with a lot of potential. I don't want to do the same mistakes that we did with Kulusevski. Look at what Kulusevski is doing at Tottenham because we were impatient. Was he bad today? No, he was not bad, but he could do better, yes. Versus Villarreal. In a lot of games, he has to adapt also because playing at Juve is not playing at Fiorentina. It's not playing at Fiorentina. We have to pay attention to that. Give him time. Give him time to be man-marked by a Skriniar, not being man-marked by Skriniar when he was playing at Fiorentina, where Inter needs to do the game. But today they were not doing the game like they were not doing the game in Torino with Bremer, like a lot of people are never doing the game, but they focus on man-marking Vlahovic, and he needs to learn that, he needs to grow. Is he perfect? No. Am I defending the performance of a beautiful Vlahovic today? No, absolutely not. He could have done better, but you see in the movements, you see in so many things that he is a big player, and I don't want to do the same mistakes as a lot of people did with Kulusevski, criticizing him, putting him down mentally, and he was depressed, and that's why he left. Today, Rabiot was Vieira. What a performance of Rabiot, guys. Huh? A real great performance of Rabiot. Lautaro was a red card. Seriously, this is absolutely disgraceful. And why is Serie A joke? Serie A is a big joke. Big joke, guys. Guys, I tried. Huh? I tried to be... to defend a bit Serie A and so on, but I can't. After everything they do versus Juventus, guys. If there are Juve fans that are defending Serie A, praising Serie A, I don't understand. I really don't understand. I'm sorry. This is disgusting. And it's in the front of billion people. A billion people watch this game from home, from wherever in the world. The game was broadcasted in the world. And they saw what happened today. They saw it. Can someone tell me that it was not correct? What happened today? That it was a fair game by a referee. Can someone tell me that? No. And I don't care about the Inter fans, the kids that will now jump on the channel and say, how is Juventus speaking about referee? How is Juventus speaking about referee? Look at what happened today. Look at the passport of Recoba. Look at Calciopoli. Look at all these kind of shit things that happened to the history of Juve. And we have to shut up. We always have to shut up. We always have to shut up. we didn't miss Chiesa today? We missed a fair referee. That's what we missed. It will be hard to go fino alla fine because that's a big mental hit. I tell you up front already. It will be a big mental hit after the performance that you delivered today. The same performance that you delivered. Another bad news. Another bad news. According to Allegri, we don't know if it's sure or not because they will need some controls. But according to Allegri, they will be at minimum 20 days out for Locatelli. Not only he broke his head, but also his leg. Muscular injury for Locatelli. Grande. Another game where we can't play with 11 men. Another game like that. Disaster. Bad luck. Yeah, of course, bad luck. Injuries. Of course. Everything. Someone said earlier, probably would have played 90 more minutes, we would never have scored. Thank you for extending your subscription, Mista, who is saying this is something to build on, but still too. Tough. It is tough. It is tough to accept. But guys, this is actually what I wanted to say. You see a Juventus, and today we lost, and it's hard to speak about that while we are losing, but today you saw a Juventus that showed that we could do it, okay? Why? Because we had a bit of time. Vlahovic, Dybala, they didn't travel. Zakaria didn't travel internationally. A lot of players stayed at Juventus. They learned what to do. They spoke with Allegri. They were pumped up for that game. Juventus can do a lot. Okay, we started really bad this season, and we had difficulties to put our game in place because first of all, Allegri made mistakes, and he said it always because our players were not mentally ready to continue and to play as Allegri was asking. So both combination was a disaster. We had to find ourselves back after 3 years of Cristiano Ronaldo, that today probably he would have scored, but we had to adapt ourselves. And then it's late because you lost so many points that you can't play free-minded. Today, it's probably the first time that we were able to play free-minded, with a free spirit. Why? Because Atalanta lost. And we had the advantage to play without looking at the back. We could have played just thinking forward, and that's what Juventus did. Yesterday, I don't know, because not a lot of people, they listen to what Allegri said, because they are only looking at Allegri to speak bad about him, but they don't pay attention to the things that he's really saying. Yesterday, Allegri said something super important. He said, guys, from now on, we will have 1 week to prepare every game. And that's not only important to finish the season, a season where we will have to finish top 4, of course, because finishing top 4, we play Champions League next season, and that can change a lot of things positively, but also starting to prepare next year, because there will be a lot of changes. Rabiot maybe will not be there next year. Arthur will probably not be there next year. We don't know. Bernardeschi, Dybala. But the players that are there, like Zakaria and so on, they are already training today for next season, to be ready next season, to start from day 1, not day 5, not day 10, not day 15, but day 1 with Massimiliano Allegri. We showed already that a team that was totally lost, that Massimiliano Allegri could do something with that team. And I know that you will all criticize him, I know that, but he did it with how many injuries? He did it with how many big players? Without striker in the beginning of the season, we're able to do it to give stability, and now we show that we can also play football if we want to. Today we lost versus Inter. I would have prepared to play shit and win. But if you play shit and win, then you say, but what will happen next game? What will happen next game? We are not ready. We are not building. Today we build. We showed something. We showed that Juventus can do something in the future. But unfortunately, we lost. And that doesn't mean absolutely not that when you are playing well, you are losing. Absolutely not. Because today we saw how we lost. Thank you for your donation, and again, thank you to Mohammed, thank you to Mista, Luis Pimentel, Mark, Steve Slick, to Ron Rositano, to David, to Stefania, to all the people, Abai, Mohamed Youssef, Sylvain Lefebvre, again Mark, Victor, Mlaggio, thank you to everyone, to Zenit, also to all the people that are member that wrote, but also the people that are on the channel taking the time to discuss with us, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me say it one time. We are all here because we love Juventus. Today we saw something beautiful for the future, not for today, not for this season. When I told you guys, when I told you that we would not win the Scudetto, the indicator for next season, Dybala isn't super important for us to Allegri. The scrambled egg attacking style won't work without organized attack, no goals. Midfield still very weak. Ken, goodbye. Ken was a disaster. Ken was bad. If we have to speak about the people that entered the game, and that's the problem, look at who entered. The people that entered, except of Zakaria, they didn't change anything. Bernardeschi, out of the project, guys. Moise Kean, out of the project, we have to be honest. And I liked Moise Kean. But sometimes we have to be honest. Moise Kean is not Juve material. Bernardeschi is not Juve material. He won that free kick of Dybala. Disaster, guys. How is it possible? How is it possible, Paulo Dybala? With the talent that you have, that you are taking that free kick and that ball is not going down. How is that possible? How is that possible that we are not able to score one free kick? I don't understand. Our midfield will be strength, and then I'm not afraid for our offensive trio, because Dybala we stopped, we took that decision, and we will change, guys. We will change, my friends. We will change the way we are playing. It will be a different Juve in attack. It will be a different Juve. Giorgio Chiellini again, he will stop playing football with us. Probably his last season. It is what it is. Today he was doing really well, but the problem is that we can't count on Chiellini also. Just disappointed that we lacked a bit of luck today. A lot of luck, SP. A lot of luck. Even the English commentator were saying before the penalty that Inter fans surely were not enjoying this game. Juve was so much better. I'm prouder than ever to be a Juve fan. A lot of improvement showed today. Grande, Jose. Massimo, sorry Beppe, I can't stay mostly because I'm getting on a plane. Grande, Massimo. Good and safe trip. But also because I can't give this team any more of my headspace. I leave a like and go. Grande, Massimo. Thank you for the likes. Hopefully we can reach even more than 191 likes, because that's really not a lot. That's really not a lot. Yeah, Ken, really bad. Really bad, Ken. We are surrounded by enemies, but when I sing that, I receive insults on internet because I'm defending my team and the words of Allegri that he said, we are surrounded by enemies. Guys, from the moment they started feeling that Juventus could do something, from that moment, guys, they were shitting their pants. Look at the referee that we received today. Disaster. My only answer after this game is I'm going on Allianz for the match against Bologna. Grande Gravush, and send us pictures, my friend. Italian Eagle, Juve 0, Inter 1, Italy 0, North Macedonia 1, and Juventus 0, Villarreal 3. The big difference, guys, Macedonia, I didn't see a robbery. I saw Italy that was not able to score, and they conceded at the 92nd minute. That's what I saw. An Italy that was not able to score versus Northern Ireland. An Italy that was not able to score a penalty versus Switzerland. An Italy that was a disaster because they were not good. Today I saw... Sorry, guys, it's the Red Bull. The Red Bull and my anger. Today I saw a Juventus that was doing well, but look, yet when De Ligt was backward and accidentally steps on Lautaro's foot, they get a penalty. Yeah, and Lautaro Martinez should not even have been there. Thank you for your donation, Shatterstar. Between being accused of financially fraud and these incredible BS refs, how can any supporter not be disgusted? Serie A is shameful. But Shatterstar, that's what I try to explain so many times. I'm trying to explain and repeat and repeat and repeat and explain. Juventus, there is a doubt on something. We finish on the first page of Gazzetta dello Sport, Corriere dello Sport. When there are other teams, they are like that. When Juventus they find the evidences that Juventus did nothing, they don't even speak about it. So, in the mental of all the other fans, Juventus robbed. Even if there is nothing, then they continue with investigation about this, investigation about that, investigation about that. They sent us in Serie B in 2006 for a process that was 15 days. 15 days. Look at Napoli, they are able not to travel to Torino. They are able to play with 3 positive players. Guys, what are we speaking about? What are we speaking about? How many more evidences do you want when you see a game like that? How much? We need to respect Rabiot. He isn't. He's been good majority of the season. People need to understand his role in the team, and very team need player like him who can win his duels. We will regret if we get rid of him. Well, Jackie, thank you for your donation, my friend. You know, when I defend Rabiot, that is absolutely not my favorite player at all. When I defend him, people, they insult me. Today I was disgusted. I tell you the truth, guys. Do we want to go? Mamma mia, I see again that kick. Disastro. If I go, guys, are we joking? What kind of humanity are we if we go into post here? No, let me go to the English one. I have to go to the English one. Wait. Let me go wait, because there are a lot of things that we have to say. But here, Rabiot, happy birthday. If you see the comments, my friends, time to delete. Go away from tomorrow. No, take off day tomorrow. Celebrate. Disgusting. I hope it's the last one. Delete. Disgusting things, guys. There are so many disgusting things. Leave and so on. And that was the nice one, huh? Because there is a lot more. This one was not from yesterday, huh? But anyway, Rabiot today showed a really beautiful game. Do I want Rabiot to stay at Juventus? No. I don't want Rabiot to stay at Juventus. He's earning too much money for what he's performing. And we know it, that Rabiot needs to wait before he's growing. But the problem is that Rabiot is waiting until the end of the season. We need a Rabiot. If Rabiot is able to give us performance like that from the beginning of the season until the end, we can discuss. But that's not the case, so we can't. The problem is that people, they are raging against Rabiot. They put Rabiot in their hand, they are disgusting, and then they complain that Kulusevski now is playing well at Tottenham. And you know what they are saying? No, but Kulusevski is because of Conte. It's because of Conte. No, it's not because of Conte. It's because when he was there with Pirlo, you were abusing Kulusevski, and you were saying that he was shit, and that he was not good, and that he couldn't control, and that he was this, and that he was that, and that he was bad, and that he was that. And then you are telling me we want Miretti, we want Sule, we want Ake. Yeah, guys, it's the same story. What are you talking about? Look now, Free Mind is playing as a genius. Probably also because Tottenham is a different team, because they are playing in Premier League. Maybe, probably, it helps. Also because Conte is a good motivator, also. But guys, let's not exaggerate. Thank you, Alan. It hurts to see Juve losing this way, especially the way we dominated the game. But the referee was there on their side, and this information I haven't asking for it from the beginning. Thank you for the donation, Alan. Disgusting today. Guys, it's hard to speak about football. It's hard. It's really hard. Really hard to speak about football. Thank you, Jamie. One of those games that makes me lose love for football. But the problem is, guys, I will never lose love for football. It will make my love actually even stronger. But not for Serie A, for Juventus. For Juventus. I'm a Juve fan. I enjoy watching Liverpool yesterday, the game. I enjoy watching whatever game, Roma today, or whatever, Atalanta, Napoli. Why not? This is disgusting. We need Renato Sanchez. But Renato Sanchez is another one that is always injured. Pace, he's always injured. Rudiger, yes, what a goal that he scored, by the way. Mario, Dusan has to bury the chances against him like Inter, not the bottom feeder. No, no. He has to score versus bottom feeders, but also versus big teams like Inter. I agree. I agree with that. Guys, but pay attention when we are judging him. He's 22. He just celebrated 22. He scored only one time in 5 games with Fiorentina versus Inter. It was a goal, one of his first appearances with Fiorentina, scored in the last injury time minutes. Today, he was close today as well. He needs to do better. We agreed on that. He needs to do better. But today, can we blame him? I don't know. Colo, I think we should start making referees explain their decision after the games. These referees have free range to ruin so many games and don't have to explain their action at all. Colo, what do they... Look, Colo. The last time they showed the penalty, Belotti. They showed even the VER discussions. So we all could hear the VER, what was said on that non-given penalty. They saw the images like you see them, like I see them. VER is watching, and he's saying to the referee, go on, he touched the ball first instead of the foot. Go on, I can reassure you, I can guarantee you that he's touching the ball. While we are watching 130 replays from every single angle where he's never touching the ball, he's touching the player. So even if they explain, what do they want to explain today? What do you want to explain? That he didn't see that there was a second yellow from Lautaro on Chiellini? Or that maybe it was too early into the game to give a red card to Inter? What do you want to say? That VAR, it was broken the computer and they didn't see that they stepped on the feet of Zakaria? What do they want to say? It's just disgusting, guys. We go back in 2004. I was at the stadium. I saw the game. Inter Juve in San Siro. And then, years later, I discovered that in audio tapes, we hear that they are asking the referees that in doubt, they are favoring Inter. Has been said, guys, if you don't believe me. It's true. That's the problem. What people don't realize, Inter is a Chinese club, with all the respect for our Chinese people. Mamma mia, that referee must watch his back. No, guys, no violence, huh? It's a football game. No violence. Never. Violence is not good. Thank you for the donation, my friends. But why can't score? It's not score good against good teams, guys. Don't lose hope in Vlahovic, guys. Don't lose hope, guys. Seriously. Then the problem, and then I will explain, it's another one. The problem is that Vlahovic probably today he doesn't deserve 75 million euro. Okay? Who can we blame? Do we blame Juventus because they paid 75 million, or are we blaming finally the other teams that are asking 40 million for Fratesi? With all the respect for Fratesi, that I'm sure he's a good player, that is even sponsored by Marchisio. 40 million for a player that played in Monza, Serie B. And then he didn't receive his chance in Roma. 40 million. We go for Scamacca, they are asking 40 million. We go for unknown player in Serie A, they give us that. You want to go for Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, they ask you 100 million. Then they ask 60 million to Manchester United, lower price. Are we joking? This is the problem. Because Vlahovic, in all honesty, how much did he deserve? Probably with the season, because he didn't even play a full good season last year with Fiorentina. He started in December last year to play well, and then he continued also this season playing really well with Fiorentina. Okay, so if we are speaking about Vlahovic, he probably doesn't deserve 75 million, but Juventus was obliged. Or you pay, or you don't have him. That's the problem. Yeah. No, I said we don't know, but probably 20 days. Thomas, the referee was disturbing because he allowed all the aggressive play but gave a penalty for a soft touch. But it's correct. It's correct. It was not consequent. It was absolutely not consequent. Not consequent at all. Let me check because we saw some comments from Rick. Rick said, sorry, but not against the snakes. Regards, Rabiot that showed you why the world is tough. People get alive. Wait, because I missed maybe the comment from Abai. Abai that resubscribed to the channel. Yeah, Abai, because I missed it here. Comment from Abai who said, the mister and players were amazing today. A plus for our lineup. A plus for our lineup, exactly. Approach and performance. Good result will come from good performances. We keep going. Rick, sorry, but I already read it. I'm pissed off, because it's against Inter. But anyway. Ma assolutamente. Stefania is totally correct. She's saying if it was the other way around, mamma mia, if it was the other way around, tomorrow, Tutto Sport, Gazzetta dello Sport for 30 years, like she's saying, they would have gone again with that. They are still complaining about the possible yellow card on Pjanic from 5 years ago. They are still complaining about that because he didn't receive a yellow card. They're while the first one was not even a yellow. It was not a yellow on the first one, he didn't receive it. Was it correct? Probably yes. It was a deserved yellow card. And then you are showing me games like today. Guys, seriously. Seriously. This is a joke. This is really a joke. A real joke. No, Gianmarco, please. If you are telling me about the first part of the season, probably yes. Do we have a great midfield? No. But today, you have a perfect performance of first Locatelli and Rabiot, and then Rabiot and Zakaria. Zakaria was able to go and shot on goal. How can you today blame the midfield? Are you speaking about the season? I can tell you that we did really bad in our midfield, and we agree. McKennie injured, Zakaria when we bought him injured, Arthur didn't even start the season, Locatelli played as a number 6 instead of as a box-to-box. I agree with all the things that you want. There are always the whys, but the result, why or not why, excuses or not, was that we were not playing well in our midfield. And do we have to do better and buy new players? Yes, absolutely yes. But today, no, because today we had our chances, but we were not able to score them. Yeah, we were not able. That's the truth. There was a comment that I wanted to read. In American football, Mariano, there is also a challenge from a coach to ask the referee to review it further. But that's the problem. That's the problem why I don't believe it. If I am Allegri and we are in American football and they put that rule into the football, and Allegri is asking, go and check. He goes check, he's saying, no, there is no penalty. And that's the problem. That's the problem. That's where it all starts. Vlahovic has scored against big teams. Are we trying to break him now with? But that's the thing. That's what I'm exactly saying. It looks like now Vlahovic is really bad because he didn't score. Like, guys, are we joking? Are we joking about Vlahovic? Is that the problem? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. I agree. Now, when I see if you are telling me maybe we paid a bit too much, I agree. But if Juventus doesn't buy him or doesn't pay the price, you have no Vlahovic. And then you blame the management because we don't buy players. And we finish the season without striker. But if you are putting in doubt a young player of 22 that didn't score today, even if he had the chances at a certain moment, guys, he's doing something incredible with his body. He's doing something magic. And then he's going with his right weak foot because he's a player also that's going with his left, with his right, with his header. Then he's missing. Okay. But you see the talent, guys. Are we joking? In Serie A, they know Exor owns Juve and they see any business interaction as a chance to make money. Allegri said the positive of today's defeat is that you will stop saying Juventus can win the Scudetto. Probably yes. I said it that in the beginning. Juventus will not win the Scudetto. Will not win the Scudetto. Will not win the Scudetto. Here we are. Here. There. Today we will not win the Scudetto anymore. Disgusting. 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 I'm pissed off, huh? I'm trying to see the stands. Even if I know them, I didn't want to see them. Table. Inter 63 now with one game in hand. So they can go potentially at 66. Juventus with 7 games to play. We have how much? We have 7 points from Napoli and potentially 10 points from Milan. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao. No, I would say only the players that entered were bad. ADP 10, grande ADP. Thank you, my friend. Some of the so-called fans should stop bashing players. How can someone support a club and insult its own players? Please be behind your team 100%, not on your own terms. That's something. That's my big battle, ADP. That's my biggest battle ever. The problem is I have no problem with criticizing player. Ken didn't enter. Good. Ken Moisken, he didn't play well this season. Okay? We were all expecting more from Moisken. Does that mean that I will insult Moisken? No, I will not. Am I pissed off with him because I was expecting more? Yes. But will I write on internet when it's his birthday that I want him out of my club? No. Because until he's there, I will support him. And I will say it really honestly. I was expecting more for him. I was expecting a better season from him. We needed him at a certain moment and he was not able to answer. Okay, it's over. We move. We go for next player. Rugani. It's not my favorite player. This season, he showed that with some support, with some beliefs, he can do something. Kulusevski is the perfect example. Now we are bashing. Even Vlahovic, we are bashing. Locatelli, how many times was I reading? Locatelli, I'm not sure he's a great midfielder. We're speaking about Locatelli. We're speaking about every single player. Even Matthijs de Ligt. We are speaking bad about everyone. But Juventus, they show a new shirt, or there are some leaks about the new shirt, and we don't like the new shirt. Juventus today, they said that they would actually distribute and show actually the fans in the stadium so that they can make actually a kind of a fino alla fine thing. And it was not good because Juventus, the people were laughing Juventus. They were mocking Juventus because they took that initiative. And this is not good. We are showing the shirt and it's not beautiful. And we are doing that and it's not good. And it's not good. Today we are in a moment of life where we are there only to criticize. Only. Whatever we do, it's bad. And we are attacking Eno and it's not good. Allegri out. Let's take Conte because Conte is fourth. Are we joking? Conte is not fourth. Conte is potentially fifth or sixth because they have 2 games in hand over Arsenal. Okay? But Conte is playing well today. Yes, he won 5-1 versus Newcastle. Newcastle is a relegation zone. Are we joking? With all the respect for Conte that I said is a super coach. But why are we saying Conte is a top coach because he's fourth? Because it was nearly impossible to be fourth, while Allegri is doing a miracle with a team that we had, and we have to say it, bang average team, we are not praising Allegri. Why? Tell me why. Because we didn't won 5-1. It's that the problem. Because versus Salernitana we won only 2-0. And that's the problem. That's my big battle. It's not true that nothing is good at the moment, Steven. I don't accept that. I don't accept that some people are saying nothing is good at Juventus. Because if you buy a Zakaria, that every time that he plays, playing well, and if you buy a Vlahovic, that means that you are building the future. Like John Elkann just said, we believe in the team and we give time, pay attention. He said it clearly, we give time and also the resources to become back the number 1. It's not true. If you are doing 16 games unbeaten in Serie A and your 17 games you lose it like we did today, it's not true that nothing is good at Juventus. That there are a lot of things to do better. I agree. Nothing good, it's not true. It's not correct. If you're speaking about the youngsters that we didn't play them, are you watching the game? Because I watched the games yesterday. They did 1-1. They were bad. Our young players were bad. They were playing bad. It's true. In Serie C, in third division. So don't tell me. Don't tell me, please. Mariano, grazie. Angry and sad about the game. Hopefully, Locatelli makes a full recovery. Another bad news. I hope the team doesn't lose too much spirit, missing difference makers on the wing to open and serve Vlahovic like Chiesa. But even if Morata didn't play bad, but it's true that Morata is not Federico Chiesa. That's correct. But today I don't even want to blame our players. Today I don't want to blame our players, but hey, guys, now Mariano is telling me, he's reminded me, Federico Chiesa, guys. You miss Federico Chiesa for an entire season. Last season we arrived fourth with Cristiano Ronaldo, with Federico Chiesa. Fourth. I am so angry. I am so angry, my friends. So angry. So angry. People that are saying Vlahovic didn't play well today, but for me, he played well. And look, at a certain moment, Saif, he reminded me something I wanted to forget. At a certain moment, first half, Skriniar, he enters like that, like a bull, he entered on Vlahovic. Nothing. It's not the first time I see these kind of things. Bremer did it. Demiral, fall. Never a whistle. They are not whistling against Vlahovic. I don't remember Vlahovic being someone that is simulating, that is diving. I don't remember that at Fiorentina. Now, they are never whistling. Never. Zero. Hey, it is. Pep, I'm 100% behind the club, but if that shirt that was leaked will be our next season, I cannot say I will like it. I'm old school. I like the stripe that you have on. But for me, it's not, guys. I understand. I totally understand. They are tasted. Fashion, because we are speaking about fashion, guys. Fashion is something about taste, own taste. You like, you don't like. I will give you an example, my friends. This shirt, you like. I know you like. You like that shirt. It's one of the most beautiful shirts of Juve in history. Guys, this shirt, you know how much controversy this shirt when he was out. Look, it looks like a circle, and in the back as well, a circle. It's a circle. Really strange, and they dared a total different design. We like it today, but at the time it was really a controversial shirt. Look at that, with a big fast web, really strange shirt. This one, a lot of people were discussing, also because they were used without too much sponsors and so on. Look at Lotto everywhere, on the shoulders, in the middle. These kind of shirts, guys, these are totally different than in the past. In the past, when we had these kind of shirts, 92, simple, easy, Danone, and Danone was already controversial because we started with a lot of sponsorships. These kind of shirts, look at how simple, easy, clean, beautiful shirt, one of the most beautiful ones. Look at that one. You can't tell me that this one It's not something that they were daring in the past. It's just that we always find something to discuss. Guys, in Italy, I will tell you the truth, they don't buy shirts. The supporters in Italy, they don't buy shirts. That's the reality. They buy fake shirts. They don't care. Not everyone, of course, but the majority of people, they don't buy shirts. Look at the stadium in Italy. Look at the stadium in UK, in England, in Premier League. If a team is playing with a red shirt, the stadium is with their red shirt. Maybe it's from last season, but most of them, they have the new shirts because that's culture. This is what it is. This is what it is. It's culture. It is what it is. In Italy, they don't because they don't. They are not with the shirts at the stadium, or they buy fake because there is a big fake market in front of the stands. That's the truth. So Juventus, they are obliged to go for other markets. Then you can like and you can don't like. I respect that because this is taste. Yeah, the cat is pissed off. He wanted us to win. Skriniar is always allowed to push. It's true, but not only him. Demiral, Bremer. I saw so much, so much, so much. You can see Skriniar even preparing to push, but it's true. It's true. He went like a bull. He went like a bull. I understand. I respect that people that do not like shirts. I have no problems with that. But guys, Beppe, they robbed us today, but it's true. The positive side is Allegri is playing a beautiful game as we wanted, but we are not clinical. Today we could have scored 2 goals at least if we had a bit more luck. But I told you, guys, then you tell me that I don't understand football. Zakaria, he is the man. I told you when we signed Zakaria and Vlahovic, I told you that Zakaria can be the man that will bring that additional thing to Juve, that can be a game changer. I told you, unfortunately, he went injured. Yeah, that this kind of thing happens. But what a player. What a player, Zakaria. I said he looks like Vera. Some people, they were mocking me on the internet because I said that he looks like Vera in terms of skills. Because I watched 2 days later press conference. Zakaria said, "I inspire myself of Vera. I have a lot of similarities with Vera." Then of course Zakaria. It's Zakaria. It's not another player. He wants to do his journey. But guys, or you understand or you don't understand football. It is what it is. We witnessed the same with Ronaldo. He never got a call in the box, but never, 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 never. Guys, but all the people that are watching since so long football and Juventus, guys, if you are really honest, how many times were we robbed? How many times was Juventus robbed? That's the truth. Don't believe all these kind of people are telling you whatever things. Um, by the way, Thomas is pushing me. Look, uh, here. Look here. Thomas, he tagged me on my own tweet. I tweeted at the 27th November 2021. I said, refreshing the memories. It was a joke back then. 10 years of trophies and the Super League project are not liked. We are surrounded by enemies. Agnelli. I don't remember why I tweeted that, but it is true. It is true, guys. Look. Look at that. You think it's normal. It's normal, you think. He break his head. Look. Look, let's go. This one. This one. This one. Look at that. Look at that. It's not the first time that we see that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Do you think it's normal? I don't see it normal. Here. Another one. He touched it with a hand, Barella. And they were complaining. And they were complaining. Here, do you remember? They gave a penalty for Inter for that. They gave a penalty for Inter for that because Dzeko was going on the foot of De Sciglio. Here, no penalty. No penalty. Ah, fanculo. We always have to say, no, we are not talking about the referee. We are not saying that. We accept. We say nothing at a certain moment. Basta, 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 basta. We have been we've been fans who defend every mistake our teams close because other teams fans are watching. Now we have our private group so we can complain more than support. It's true. Locatelli was playing with blood dribbles in his eye. Poor Locatelli. I was sad for him. Huh? The referee decided the game. The foul on Zakaria was in the box, and it's important. It's an important moment. We have to continue like this. We did really well, but it's correct. Rabiot was totally correct today. Totally. There are so many, but that's the thing. If you are speaking about one decision, okay, one decision. Why not? Guys, here we are not speaking about one decision. We are speaking about the game that has been manipulated from the start until the end. From the start until the end. From the start until the end. With every single decision that was a disaster. That's the truth. No, they didn't call. They called nothing. Allegri was the best choice. He changed the spirit of the players. I didn't believe it was possible. But greatest. How many times? Because we are complaining. Who could have done what he did? Not a lot of people. Not a lot of people could have done that. And I don't think that any other coach would have. But here, you're writing it. Time and resources. Time and resources. Juventus talk. He's saying we will come back stronger. Trust the process. Next season or two. No, no, not two. Next season, Juventus is going to lift that Scudetto trophy. Mark my words, Beppe. Big love for your channel. Grande Juve talk. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my big friend. Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio. Italian Federation of Football. That's FEGC. One thing that I saw today is what Allegri can do with 11 fit players. Imagine what he's capable next year with Chiesa and a few more world-class players. Correct. That doesn't mean that Allegri will suddenly become the offensive coach. Allegri is a coach that perfectly knew. And I think like when I'm speaking about Allegri, I think that I'm reading an open book. I'm speaking about an open book. Because how many times did I tell you, pay attention, Juventus will score between that minute and with that minute. Juventus will attack between that and that. Juventus will defend between that and that. Today I was watching the stats. Inter, they scored. That you don't believe me. I have everything prepared. How many people can tell you that they are preparing? I have 60 pages that I'm reading. I'm making recaps to understand the game, to study, to analyze, so that I can give you reliable information, not to find some excuses, but to give you as much as possible. I was watching Inter. Okay, if you divide 90 minutes between 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, they scored 8 between the 0 and the 15, and then 9, 11, 12, 12, 10. They are scoring in every single block equally. Conceding goals, they conceded not a lot, 4, 7, 3, and then 2, 2, 6. So Juventus, it was really difficult for Juventus to understand when to attack Inter. And that's what Allegri said, you know what? Instead of blocking Brozovic, let's go with our game. Let's go and try to do our game. I anticipated, I said that, and then who blocked the game? Not Inter. It was the referee. It was the referee. What does he want, Criscitello? We have to show no respect and no mercy towards other team, Beppe. We have to be ruthless. That's what I do. But then people are telling me, no. No, because you don't like the other teams in Europe. I don't care about the other teams. They can all lose. They can already be happy that we have 4 teams because that was thanks to Agnelli. Quote a page from Agnelli's book, but we can. Agnelli's book or a rule, huh? There are 32 rules, guys. There are 32 rules in Agnelli's book. Okay. So give me a page between page 1 and page for the members, always, and page 267 for the members. Let's go, guys. Page, we will try to understand what the book is saying. Jose, thanks to you, it helps me calm down and turn the page. I would never be able to do that without you. Really appreciate it. Thanks to you. Thanks you to Cecilia. We can't do anything. It hurts. How much can we say? No, nothing. We have to destroy them. I agree. 4-0, 4-0. Cecilia is going with page 133. Cecilia is going with page 133. Let's go. 133. Actually, it's a beautiful one. Actually, you see, Allegri is saying here, i miei successi sono inevitabilmente il frutto dell'impegno dei miei giocatori. What does that mean? My successes, so he's speaking Allegri, my successes are actually the result, the consequence of the work of my players. So it's actually sharing. The successes of Allegri are the consequence of the hard work of the player. And today, guys, can we say, my friends, that the players were playing against Allegri? Don't forget, we are in the month of April, after a season. Were the players playing against Allegri? No. And that shows a lot. You can say whatever you want. You can like, you can dislike, you can do whatever you want. Today, nobody can say that the players were against Allegri. And that's a skill. After the season that we had, after all the criticism online, Allegri out, the players are not against Allegri. Are absolutely not. Today they fought also to win for themselves, but also for Allegri. Do you remember a few weeks ago when he said, we were individualities, today we are a team? If we were able to do 16 unbeaten games in a row, it's also because we are a team and we were not perfect. Nobody can tell you that the 16 games that we didn't lose, 11 wins and 5 draws, we were beautiful, because it's not true. But doing that, it's not easy, and that's only if the players, they want to, because if they don't want to, they are not able to do it. Today, the team that you saw suddenly playing versus Inter, they were not able to do that a few weeks ago. It's a process. Some people now, they will complain, why didn't we play like that? Because it was impossible for X, Y, Z reason. Thank you to Maric, that in the difficult night as today, he found the link into the description to become a member of the channel. Grande Maric, because it's not easy. It's easier to subscribe when we are full of joy, when we are winning 5-0, 4-0, when we are on top of the league and saying, you know what, I want to show that I am a real Juventino. Even more, I want to be member of that community. It's easier. When we lose versus Inter 1-0, it's hard, and you are doing it. So grande, you are Hey, there is something that I don't really like about your profile picture, Maric, because if you are showing me a Red Bull car on a Ferrari channel, I don't know. I don't know. I'm joking. Look at that, guys. We are family. I'm drinking Red Bull as well, guys. No, grande. Thank you, Maric. Thank you, Maric. I think that Chiesa instead of Dybala would be so different. Of course, of course. Not because of criticism of Dybala that played a really beautiful first half today. Grande, grande, grande Dybala in the first half. We will miss Dybala, of course, but we need to go towards another way of playing, and that's what we decided. I saw your tag, but you know that I can't watch. I can't show actually images of videos. This is not possible for me, my friend Dino. I can't show because otherwise they will ban the channel and I will close everything. Ciao Rad. No doubt that Allegri is on top of things unlike the past 2 seasons. But look at the difference between Sarri, where the big collapse disaster collapse with Sarri. Remember, we didn't even know. We were winning 2-0 versus Milan. You lose 4-2. Sassuolo 3-3. Big collapse versus. We were about to lose the Scudetto with Sarri. And then you see that with Pirlo, guys. I like Pirlo and I believe he will be a good coach. And I found a lot of excuses for Pirlo that they were correct as well. But there is a difference, guys. There is a difference with Allegri. And I'm not, and I repeat, I am not the biggest fan of Allegri. I'm not the biggest fan of Allegri, guys. I told you that because sometimes I think that he's doing a bad thing. Naast Nostra, de scheidsrechter is niet correct. Tuurlijk niet. Tuurlijk niet. So let's decide ourselves again that we will play better next season with the same terrible tactics. No, 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 and no. And then we are not there. And then we are not there, Maximus. And then we are not there, Maximus. Again, how much do I have to explain? Again, again, again. Okay. Massimiliano Allegri will never become an offensive coach like whatever. Pep Guardiola or Ten Hag or these kind of coaches. Okay, we agree. Okay, if you want these kind of coaches, support them. What do you want? They will not come to Juve. They will not. Okay, Allegri will not be that coach. Allegri is not a defensive coach. Allegri is a balanced coach and a coach that is trying something really difficult. Something really, really difficult because his way of training, for the people that do not know, he wants the player to think by themselves. He wants them to take decisions by themselves. And when you educate people you have to think by yourself instead of always telling them to follow the plan, it takes more time. Time, a word that John Elkann said really clearly 3 days ago for his birthday. He said we gave time and resources because we want to win. The objective is to go to win. We will not go with the same terrible tactics, okay? Because also the players we had. For the biggest part of the season, we had no striker, and the midfield is what the midfield is. On top of that, you have at a certain moment the peak of 10 players injured. The players are playing. This always the same, without rest, without thing. You were playing in Serie A again with all the teams up front of you. So that means that you were playing every single game with the stress that if you lose a game, you finish out of top 4. You know that being out of top 4 is worse than losing the Scudetto and finishing second, because the consequences of being out of top 4 are worse than losing a Scudetto. If you lose the Scudetto, you finish second. It's sad. It's okay. You will see the other one celebrating, but you are still in Champions League. financially, but also mentally and also in the market. It's totally different finishing second than finishing fifth. It's a world of difference. Juventus played all season long without the players, without striker, without midfield, with a lot of injuries, with a coach that did some mistakes as well. That's what we did. He is a coach that is able to play 4-3-3, 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1, 3-5-2 because he adapts to the one that he has. He said something really important, but you don't listen. You are not reading articles. What did he said? If you have a bad player, you can make him a bit less bad, but you can't make from a bad player, you can't make a champion. It's true. Now Juventus will go and they will buy better players. Will we buy Mohamed Salah? Probably not, because Liverpool, they want to give him 31 million a season, the same salary as Ronaldo had at Juventus, and it's impossible. And it's impossible. And it's impossible. The other teams, they put a lot of cash on the table. Mbappe, 50 million. What do you want to compete, guys? It's a long discussion, Steve. I can understand that I was a big fan of Antonio Conte, one of my favorite coaches at Juve, a coach that gave me even more emotions than Allegri, a lot more emotion than Allegri. He was our captain, he was a player, he was our coach, he was the one that brought us back to one of the most beautiful Scudetto ever in 2011, 2012. But it depends if you are looking short term or if you are looking long term. Antonio Coach Conte is a coach for 2 seasons, 3 seasons max in a club. 2, 3. Because he's a really negative, destructive person that has no loyalty. He can leave you in the shit from one day to another. He already did it with Juventus. He lost all my respect for that. And he will call you out in press conference because he's not happy. Because he can't respect the plan. Antonio Conte can't play 2 games in a week. He's a great coach for 1 game in a week, and if you see the result that he's doing now with Tottenham, that he's playing 1 in a week, he will be the best coach ever on the world. But Juventus can't allow themselves to play only 1 game in a week. They have to play 2 games in a week because they have to be in Coppa Italia, in Champions League, and Scudetto contenders. And this is not Antonio Conte. Now, if you speak about short term, arriving at a club, changing, motivating, boosting, focusing on 1 game at a time, like he did with Chelsea when he arrived, when they were out of Champions League, when he did with Juventus, when he did also in Euro 2012, I don't remember. Yes, then I agree, he's the best coach. But pay attention to that. We are there for time and resources. Don't forget that. Don't forget. Nearly 300. My favorite Juve coach, Lippi. But Lippi was something else. I can't come. Guys, go to sleep, Beppe. I will go. Being positive is hard after a loss. Huh? After all, I don't like to lose, guys. I really don't like to lose. We go out from following 1 star. Now we are focusing on the team. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. I agree with that one. Rabiot said that the referee decided the game. Grande Adrian. He was right. Guys, if you're not able to see it, I don't know. I don't understand why we need offensive play. We lost all big games because they played Allegri defensive style against us. It's true. But of course, guys, you need to find a balance. Football is about balance. It's about playing offensive, about being able to defend. Look at Napoli this season. They are there because they are able to score a lot of goals and also not concede. They have the best defense in Serie A. Guys, they are combining both and they are proposing a beautiful game. The problem with Napoli is when they have the pressure of being first, they collapse because the trainer is always like that. Not only the trainer, but also the team. the city, because mentally they are not able to. Uh, Euro 2016 is true. Grande. Thank you guys. Very true, Beppe. Comparing October Juve and now, it's just a different team. It is both thanks to Allegri, and we have a plan now. Summer keep Mercato will be important, by the way. It's so sad that Dybala will be out. Yes, it's true, but I think it was necessary to go with a big one. When does the paper comes out? Most of the time at 1 a.m. 1 a.m. So let me check if we have something by Di Marzio. Let me check if we have the pages so that I can show you them. I'm really curious. No, not yet. No. Then of course it's sad when you see these kind of pictures, guys. When you see a Dybala on the ground there, it's sad. Of course, I understand. Disaster. Look at that. Disaster. I still can't believe it. After 2 hours of live, still can't believe it. I still can't believe. That's not a penalty. That's a penalty. They whistled a penalty for this after the game that they were showing. Well, a lot of people are going to bed, and that's what we will have to do as well. It's hard to accept, huh? Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. It will be out soon. What do you want more? What do you want more about it? It's here. It's here. Guys, let's go to bed. I told you we will not win the Scudetto today. It's not because of Juventus. Today it's because they decided that we couldn't win the Scudetto. It is what it is. What a shame. Like Bogdan is saying, what a shame. That's the perfect recap. We could have done the video actually in 1 second saying what a shame. Buonanotte a tutti. Goedenavond iedereen. Bonne nuit tout le monde. Forza Juve as always. Maximum of like. Thank you for all your comments, for all your patience, for all your likes, for all your your will to continue to watch also the videos in the morning. Sometimes you have a bit more views, sometimes a bit less, but thank you for always being there. That makes me really, really happy. Thank you to Gravuj. I received your email. I will try to watch it, to read it after the live. Buonanotte, Chris. Ciao, Tarek, Bogdan. Nas Nostra, Steve Slick, Hash, Robin. I don't understand. Steve Slick is not even bored about me. He's watching me in the watch along. He's watching me now. He's not even bored about my face. I don't understand. Steve is diehard. Huh? Steve is a diehard. Steve, I can promise you next week when we are playing, I don't know what team, I don't care, but Vlahovic will score. But promise me that you don't speak bad about Vlahovic before the 90th minute. You have to speak well. I will watch you because I will do the game. So pay attention, Steve. Not a bad word about Vlahovic before the end of the game. If you're able to do that, I can tell you he will score. Otherwise, let's see. Ciao, Matthew. I was at the stadium. The Inter fans were chanting more than us. Disgrace. Matthew was at the stadium. You know that normally I should have gone to the stadium. Beautiful spot. And then I had COVID. And I have COVID, so I couldn't travel. Good thing I couldn't go there. Because mamma mia, I would have no. Already at home alone, I was pissed off. Imagine in the stadium. Buonanotte Dan, Steve Slick deal. You see, Forza Vlahovic. Look at that. That's a beautiful one. You see, you are able to give me a smile. Ciao Stefan Biro. Ciao Stavros, Ninip, Wolfdis, Sam. Ciao a tutti. Maximum of like. 1 minute to put a like. Ciao.